I didn't want to add that because I felt like I'm already throwing a lot out there. But
for sure, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, go ahead and look that up for me, Don. So wide receivers, Larry Fitzgerald moved into second for all-time receptions and sixth in touchdowns, and Michael Thomas received the all-time single-season receptions, 149 catches in the season. That's crazy numbers.
Yeah, that's damn near 10 a week.
That's it's unbelievable. That's so many catches. The Baltimore Ravens became the all-time. Was it
Roger Craig and Marshall Faulk?
Marshall Faulk. Okay.
LT never did it apparently.
Baltimore Ravens became the all-time rushing yards for a team in a single season, and the first team to ever average 200 yards in passing and rushing per game. That's big numbers.
In this day and age, to have a rushing record is amazing.
Oh, I know, but it's just these. I honestly think that it's just the caliber of athletes. They're just freaks coming out these days.
Yeah, but so are the defensive. I mean, the speed on defense.
You're absolutely right. There's just a whole bunch of these just animals.
It just seems like the way the game is going with more and more and more passing to get that many rushing yards is because I mean there was a time when that's all they did is ran.
Dude, LT in 2003. 313 rushes for 1,645 yards, and then go ahead and add on 137 targets.
137 targets?
100 receptions for 725. Wow.
Those are big numbers.
He had 1,800 and 500 one year, too. But, yeah, he never hit the 1,000. He was much more heavily involved in the rushing game.
All right. And next thing I want to go into real quick is the Hall of Fame inductees, the notable ones, which is there's a lot, but people that should know for trivia, it's real. I'm just really going to bring up Coach Jimmy Johnson and Coach Bill Cowher. Those are the two ones that are going to be, if they really come up. Everybody else they're big names for football people, but if you're going to try and remember bits and pieces, I'm not going to bother with those other ones.
Right.
All right, so we're just going to go into a quick recap of the season itself, and that's just going to be so the AFC, the winners were Ravens North, Patriots East, Texans South, and Chiefs West, with the Bills and the Titans in the wild card. Then NFC North, Packers, East Eagles, South Saints, West 49ers, with the Vikings and the Seahawks getting the wild cards. And that wild cards?
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. And then
Didn't sound dumb.
Well, I felt dumb.
Yeah, well.
All right, so then the Ravens had the highest record, 14-2, and the Bengals flipped them around, had the worst record, 2-14. They'll get the number one draft pick
Sounds
next
so
year.
smug when you say that.
I love saying it though. It's great. So the honors.
Raven.
I missed the part where the Bears were mentioned.
No, they were not anything this year. They were just bad.
Mediocre.
Maybe
Cincinnati was bad.
Cincinnati was.
Maybe they're just
8-8 makes mediocre.
They're the only team that doesn't cheat. And that's what I'm going to go with.
Oh boy, you grasp at whatever straws you want there, Donald. All right, so honors MVP season: Lamar Jackson, Coach of the Year: John Harbaugh, both Baltimore Ravens. The Rookie of the Year: 49ers, Nick Bosa, who we said earlier was second overall.
When Bosa got the award last night for like Rookie of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year, his father went up to accept it and he said both of his kids won it. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if he won it
as
too.
Rookies.
Yes.
Yeah. Two brother rookies of the year. That's pretty incredible.
Right. They both won it their first year. Yeah.
And those are definitely players to watch for in the future because they are both wildly talented.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have some.
I would have never guessed that from the defensive or the Rookie of the Year awards.
Well, Rookie of the Year that can go to any fluke rookie who comes out and flashes. But these guys are different levels. They're going to have really promising careers. I can pretty much say that with guarantee. So the Super Bowl, which we will have to watch yet. You know what? Let's just put it in right here. All right, and we're back after the Super Bowl, and my prediction was wrong. The 49ers did not win.
It was idiot.
Yeah, so the Chiefs have now ended their 50-year drought. Their first championship coming in 1969. So big kudos to the Chiefs for that win. And it was a good game. We'll say that. It was a good game.
That was a good game.
And let's see, the Chiefs win over the 49ers 31-20. And Mahomes, or I should say Patrick Mahomes, quarterback for the Chiefs, did win MVP. And he is now the youngest player ever to win MVP, which is awesome. Another potentially great strike on, or a great mark on a probably really incredible career he's probably going to have. Mm-hmm. I mean, the kid is just unbelievably talented. And the Chiefs' playoff scenario was incredible this year. They were losing by a lot in
every game,
3 games, and they came back each time, which is just crazy when you think about how much they were down, especially in the one game they were down 24-0.
Yeah.
And then won
at the half.
24-0 at the half.
Or 3 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something crazy. And then they end up winning 51-31.
Well, that's the craziest part. They were down at the half or later by double digits, and they won by double digits all of those games.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's just unbelievable.
It looked like they were going to lose all of those games.
Yeah.
And yeah, just crazy.
So
speaking of the prediction, though, I think mine was actually pretty close. I don't remember what my scores were.
I think you were 20s, 28, 24, something like that.
Yeah, something, or 24, 20.
I was like 32-24. So yeah. I was close score wise. Jeff was wrong about his over under, but Mahomes did go to Disney, so he is right in that respect.
Yes.
So good for him. Let's see. All in all, though, it was a great game, but very boring as far as specific things that happened. Like, it wasn't like 2012 where the lights went out for, it was a standard game.
Right, nothing crazy.
Nothing weird. Let's just go through a couple of quick things here. Andy Reid, the coach for the Chiefs, was the winningest coach of all time to not have a Super Bowl. Or wait, I'm not sure. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah,
but it took him the longest to get a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he had the most wins for a coach without a Super Bowl.
Right.
Which so this was his 222nd win, and gets his first Super Bowl. That's a lot of wins. That's a great record for him for him not to have a Super Bowl, but now he does. Mm-hmm. Gets his first after a long season, or I'm sorry, a long career. And he's not done. He'll be around for a while.
Oh yeah, no, he's not that old. He's like 60.
Yeah. Let's see. Coach Shanahan for the Niners has now blew it in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
just blew it. For people who do not know but might remember, when the Patriots had the whole 28-3 in Atlanta, or with Atlanta Falcons. That was Shanahan.
Yeah.
He was the coach, So they were up. The Falcons were up 28-3, and then lost to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his players felt really bad for him.
Oh, it's just crazy. And then this one was 20-10 at the half. Mm-hmm. All they had to do was keep going.
Right.
And then they blew it. So, and the performance by Jennifer Lopez and Shakira, where's your halftime show? Performance-wise, very standard. Mm-hmm. They did their stuff. Nobody extra. No, some people did come, didn't they? But no one.
No one's surprised.
Yeah, no one
there were 2 performers that came on that we knew were going to.
Yeah, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I don't think any surprise apperances or
nothing
anything.
like Destiny's Child showing up for Beyonce or anything like that.
They didn't make out, so
yeah, that was a bummer, for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was Super Bowl, and let's just throw it back to the show.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I hope that went well. I hope that was a fun game. All right, so
I hope one of your predictions were at least somewhat close.
Well, we'll see. Let's see. Other big news. This is the last of it besides the quick stats. But Kaepernick was back in the news. Colin Kaepernick, who had a whole thing with the NFL a couple years ago about kneeling during the anthem, he held a workout, but apparently nobody was interested because he did not get signed.
Yeah.
Holdouts was another big thing this year. A lot of them went really well. Some of them did not. But this fad of contract holdouts, like you pay me or I'm not playing, is getting into a full swing. It's going to be a very regular thing from here on out. I can pretty much guarantee.
Yeah. And I think you're going to see the owners, much like with Kaepernick, I think that I'm not going to say that they're colluding, but I think that they're pretty united on how they want to deal with this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perhaps. I mean,
and I think that they're sending out messages over and over again.
Yeah.
That's one of the main theories with the Kaepernick.
I'm wondering why Cap just didn't go back to baseball. I mean, he was a pitcher, right?
That dude's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, going back to the holdouts though, which is a very big thing for the NFL right now, is just like I said before, you either pay me or I'm not going to play. Which you think like a lot of like non-fans just be out there going, fine, screw you, don't play. But the thing is, these are big name guys who are make or break for that team usually.
Yeah, but
like if I don't play,
the owners have got to hold ranks.
Right.
And if one owner breaks rank and pays somebody, then that is going to open up a Pandora's box.
Right. So like the Cowboys, it was Ezekiel Elliott, their star running back. Without him, the team's not as good. They're still all right, but they're not as good. But then
Jimmy
you
Jones
had
Jerry Jones probably still made $1 or $2.
Yeah, well,
oh yeah, the problem I have with that one though, like if you're not under contract, that's fine. But he was breaking contract. He was under contract,
which a lot of them do.
So these guys,
and that's what I don't agree with.
These guys are saying you're not paying me enough.
Right.
Let's redo this.
But it was fine when they signed the contract, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Because these guys aren't making any money. Then they get a chance to make money, and they said, "Heck yes, let's sign the contract." And it's like, well, yeah, but I'm great now. I want more. That's not the way it works.
That's not how it works.
Because everybody gets paid on performance.
But going,
I mean, like Tom Brady, his next contract will not. I don't care what he signs for. He won't be worth it. He'll be getting paid for what he's done in the past.
Right. And luckily for the Patriots, Tom Brady's always taking pay cuts because his
I'm just using him because
no, I understand.
Like
You're right.
Because his wife is loaded,
and that doesn't matter what sport it is. Guys are getting paid for what they've done, not for what they will.
Exactly. And with any sport, age is a factor. So the older you get, the less you're able to produce. For the most part, there are exceptions out there, but like especially with running backs, usually by 30 they're cooked.
Oh yeah.
So like the older you get, why would we get to pay you even more money now? Mm-hmm. So anyway, but like Jeff said, these owners got to hold out or got to kind of play their game too, which is what happened with Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon, a good running back, not in the top tier at all.
You watch your tongue.
I'm sorry, I know you like him, but he says, "Fine, I just won't play." And his owner said, "Fine, sit out. We're not going to pay you. You're not Le'Veon Bell. You're not Ezekiel Elliott. We're not going to pay you that money." Mm-hmm. About 4 games in, Melvin Gordon's like, okay, I'm going to play now.
I think it was a little more than that, wasn't it?
Maybe 4 or 5, but it wasn't much because his backup ended up taking names, doing really good.
He really did. It was surprising.
And then he's like, okay, I'm back. I'm going to play again. And he's good. Mm-hmm. He's just not top tier. So it was kind of a funny year for contracts. The rich got richer, and then the people who tried to make a statement did not go.
See, you and me disagree there because I do think he's in that tier with the top. Like, I think he's in the top 5 for sure.
That's fine. We'll have this conversation out the air. No one's gonna care. All right. So anyway, just each main the fun positions. That's the last I got. Jameis Winston led the league in passing yards, 5,109 yards. They also threw 30 interceptions.
Yeah, I say he did it Jay Cutler style.
30 interceptions is an astronomical amount of interceptions.
Yeah. I have a question. Do they have a running back on the team?
Yeah, but they're not good. Or who knows? Because
did they ever actually hand the ball to anybody?
They actually did.
But they had this committee thing. It was just bad.
Yeah,
they just don't have a good name on there. Derrick Henry led the league in rushing yards, 1,540 yards. That is a lot of yards. Michael Thomas, we said that he got the record for most catches. Also
in a season.
In a season, also led the league, 1,725 yards, which is also a crazy amount of yards.
That's my boy.
And then last thing I got, Shaquille Barrett led the league in sacks, 19.5, which is a very respectable number. And that is what I got. That is your NFL year in review. Good luck. Hey, I do what I can for our non-sports fans out there. So, all right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and what's the words I'm looking for? How come I'm tripping over my words today?
Because you're so excited about the Super Bowl.
I am. Da. Okay.
Wait. I'm sorry. The big game.
Oh, that's right. We're not allowed to say that.
Have you seen the new commercial that's got Doritos and stuff like that?
No.
And it's what's his name? Bradshaw, and I can't remember. And your buddy Neon Dion. They must say Super Bowl about 15 times in 30 seconds because they can, and that's what they're telling you. Really? We can say Super Bowl. I've seen the commercial twice. I'm ready to throw something on my TV. Yeah. Yes, it is.
I'm just ready to see Shakira and J-Lo.
That's right.
The halftime show.
So, we'll...
They might kiss or something. Who knows?
I think Alex is going to make sure that does not happen.
There's prop bets for stuff like that. nip slip.